I want to give some advice about the business, at least from Rodney's team. So when we share the business, what we should do is create curiosity, okay, but not tell the people exactly what we do, not give them all the information, because a lot of the people we're going to talk to is not ready for the business. The business is for everybody, but they are not necessarily ready at this time in their life, okay? So we're going to plant seeds. We must plant seeds with the people we meet. And we must ask questions to gauge where is this person now in their life. Are they ready for this opportunity, or do they still need more time? Okay? So let's say you meet somebody and you can ask them, hey, how's it going? How's business going? You know, what are you doing nowadays? You know, just like probe. Otherwise, a lot of the time, we're going to awaken friendships again with people that we once had. Like, you might have people on your Facebook that you haven't spoken to in a long time. You maybe haven't even liked or loved one of their posts in years, even though you were once very good friends with them. So you're going to start warming up that relationship and see if they respond to you. And then you can still, you can start eventually, besides likes and loves on their posts and so on, then you can start, for example, engaging them on Messenger, even on WhatsApp, in a message, hey, how's it going? We haven't spoken in ages, hope you're doing well. You're being sincere, you're being honest. That's the great thing about this business is it's relationship marketing. When they say network marketing, it's actually relationship marketing. But we have to have a relationship, and we've got to awaken that relationship, and it's got to become warm again, right? You've got to feel comfortable to ask them eventually, not immediately, eventually, hey, so what are you doing nowadays? The person might say to you, oh, they're very busy, they're working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. And then you got to decide, like, are you going to offer them this opportunity, or do you think they are just way too busy? Well, what you could do is, once they tell you, once they open up, you could say to them, listen, man, I'm busy with an exciting business that I'm doing, and I'd like to share it with you sometime to see what you think about it. But it seems like you are too busy at the moment. And the person might say, oh, no, I'd love to see what it's about, or I'd love to see what you're doing. And then they might say, what are you doing? And you say, well, I can share information with you. And we know you'll share information, for example, in a funnel like Facebook groups, like you'll copy what I've got going, you'll duplicate it. There's a preparation group. You have to try and get them thinking about certain things, how tough the working world is, the corporate world, or what it's like to be a modern day slave or a wage slave or something like that, right? Then that's building them up and preparing them. Maybe they start liking those videos, then you say to them, or your comments or your messages or your posts, then you say to them, hey, would you like to take a look at my business opportunity? Then you say this on Messenger. Then they say, if they say yes, then you put them into the business opportunity group. And they might look at the videos and the content there, they might not. So what you do is, you then tag them in some videos, or you tag them in some posts, or you forward them some posts. If it's a private group, what I've learned is you got to copy the link and send it to them. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a private group on Facebook, it doesn't want you to forward those posts. The people can't open it. So just so you know. But if you've been talking to somebody and you feel they are ready, You put them in the preparation group and you add them to your business opportunity group. Okay. And then you still tag them in specific videos so that they actually see the business presentation video. And then what the experts in relationship marketing say, that the fortune is in the follow-up. So then you follow up. You could follow up after 3 hours of sending the video. You could even give them a commitment, but you do it in a kind way. Give them a commitment that the commitment is like, would you be able to watch this video today? You know, can I give you a call or can I check in with you after 3 hours, or you make an agreement with them of when they'll watch the video. If that time comes when they said, if they said yes, sure, follow up with me then. If the time comes and they haven't yet looked at it, follow up with them. Maybe give it 3 days time. If they haven't looked at it yet in 3 days time, you know, check with them in a week or 2 weeks time. You know, give them time. You know, people that are very ready for this are going to be like, hey, they're going to go look at it. So what you're doing is, in this process, you're still planting seeds. If the people don't look at the videos, or they don't look at the tools you share with them, or, for example, they don't come to your opportunity meeting at your home, or they don't keep an appointment with you, you are not going to get angry. You're not going to get rude with them. You're never going to try and convince them. In this business, we need to speak to so many people, and we are looking for those that are ready. The person that's ready will say to you, they will tell you, I want to do this. Okay. Or they will look at the content very quickly. Okay. So we're not going to try and argue with people. We're not going to convince. We're not going to be, unless the person's like, tell me more. You know, pitch this to me. Sell me on it. You know, maybe they're asking. So they're getting close to being ready. But we're not going to argue. No, we're not going to. If anybody badmouths our industry, we're not going to